starting the play of every hole, you tee off from the teeing ground. The teeing ground is the area between the two tee markers and 2 club lengths behind the tee markers. When you hit your ball, it must be within the teeing ground area. If you tee off in front of the tee markers, you must replay your shot with a 2-stroke penalty. If you do not correct this and tee off from the next teeing ground, you will be disqualified.
You might want to hit a provisional in case we can't find that one.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
If you think your ball might be lost or out of bounds, in order to save time, you can hit a provisional golf ball. Before hitting the provisional, you must announce to your fellow competitor that you are hitting a provisional golf ball.
That's 5, I'm hitting provisional.
Some of the rules that you will encounter will require you to drop. When taking a drop, you will need to stand tall, raise your arm to shoulder height, and drop the ball without influencing the drop. Man-made objects are considered obstructions. Movable obstructions are things that can be easily moved. If your ball moves while removing the obstruction, you can place your ball back. Immovable obstructions are things that cannot be easily moved, like a cart path or hole sign. If your ball comes to rest on an immovable obstruction or the obstruction interferes with your swing or stance, you are entitled to free relief.
You know, I think I'm not going to play this. What are my options?
Yeah, so you could take it unplayable, and you'd have 3 options, and each of the options you'd get a 1-stroke penalty for. So you can get 2 club lengths from the ball.
All right.
You can go back and re-hit from your previous spot, or you can go straight back on a line, keeping the point of your ball and the hole
So I can go back as far as I want?
as far as you want this way, right here on this line.
And my last option is going back to the tee for my previous shot?
Yep, your previous shot.
Okay. I'll do the 2 club lengths.
There are 2 types of water hazards: regular water hazards marked in yellow and lateral water hazards marked in red. When your ball has been hit in a regular water hazard, you have 3 options. You can hit from where you last hit. You can hit your ball in the hazard. Or you can drop a ball behind the water hazard, keeping the point at which the original ball last crossed the margin of the water hazard, directly between the hole and the spot on which the ball is dropped, with no limit to how far behind the water hazard the ball may be dropped. If your ball is in a lateral water hazard, you can use either of the 3 options we just talked about, along with 2 additional options. You can take your drop 2 club lengths from where the ball last crossed the margin of the hazard, or a point on the opposite margin of the water hazard equidistant from the hole.
Find your ball?
No, I've been looking for 2 minutes. I didn't hit provisional.
All right, we have 3 minutes left to look for it, and I'll bring you back to the tee to re-tee.
Okay.
All right, Matt, it's been 5 minutes. It's now declared a lost ball, and I'll have to bring you back to the tee to re-hit.
Okay.
Out on the course, you may encounter abnormal ground conditions, which are any of the following: casual water, ground under repair, or any holes, casts, or runways made by burrowing animals like a groundhog, a reptile, or even a bird.
Okay. What do I do here?
You get your nearest point of relief so that you're no longer hitting or standing in it. So be right back here.
Okay.
You want to place a tee down as close to the spot as this. I'd say right here. You're no longer standing in. You get one club length from there as well. Alright, no closer to the hole there. Pick up your ball and drop it anywhere you want in between those two tees.
When on the green, make sure to mark your ball when it's not your turn to putt, to practice good etiquette and prevent possible penalties.